Hi guys, welcome to another reading with me, J Rose. So I'm doing another pick a pile with a huge assortment of all different kinds of cards. I'm gonna say one of these piles already, I actually peeked at some of the cards. One of these piles has two of the same exact card from two different decks. So I am super excited to get into these today and find out what Spirit wants to say. So in both of these piles, again, I'm going to give a divine directions. Well, this is not really important. So I'm going to do another one of these timing cards for each of the piles. So start thinking now. I'll try to say it, pause the video when I go to read them to give you a chance to pause if I remember. So if I don't, maybe try to think of a question now. But when we'll get to that. So pile number 1 is this is Jaxx, Jaxx, Jaxx. This is Jaxx, and this is Danny. So pile number 1, if you like Jaxx here, pick pile number 1. If you like Danny here, go for pile number 2, pile number 1. Okay, so I'm gonna timestamp these. Let me see, I need okay, I paused to get paper to write my timestamp down. So pile number 1. Okay, pile number 1. Making room. Okay. So at the end of this reading, I'll hold this up and I'll try to remember to say pause the video to think of a question, or you could start thinking of one now. So I've got a collection of like oracle / advice cards for you to go for your situation. Before I do so, I don't know what I was just saying. Oh yeah, so before I do the advice and oracle cards, I'll try to get the situation for you. So I'll take that as maybe like advice, I guess. Okay. Some of these I'm gonna double as advice and your situation. Okay, so pile number 1, I didn't give this away in the beginning, but you're the pile who got the same card twice out of 2 decks. And it's crazy to me because these are both the decks that have the writing at the bottom. The World. So right off the bat, I know this is about a cycle. 1 second, I have to cough again. Okay, so we have the Dragon Rider. So for this one, this would be like there is a situation where there is a perfect pair here. There may be somebody that you know who won't, they're very selective. You might know someone very selective who you get along with perfectly, and they only want to pick one person and you're it, romantically or not. So there's something, this is crazy to me, because I picked out of the Wikipedia spell deck, I just picked a spell card for each pile. And this is crazy because here we are talking about like the end of a cycle, big time. Like this could be both of you. If it came out twice, it could be both of you. If you're watching this about somebody in your life, that both of you are accomplishing something and ending a cycle. It says completion, wholeness, attainment, fulfillment, triumph, and end of a cycle. This one says a job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path toward enlightenment. Okay. So what's crazy here is this card goes perfectly with it. And it's the end a curse. So I really feel like what Spirit's saying for your situation is there's been a cycle for you that may have been more like the world in reverse, like this is the cycle that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Okay, so then we have new moon in Sagittarius. Be prepared to be adaptable as plans you have laid may take an unexpected course. Wow, that's interesting. And that's moon in Sagittarius. Let me do the old hand situation here. Well, it was working last video. What the heck, man? There we go. I don't know why. I read it to you. Why did I have to sit there so you could read it? I don't know. I don't get me. That's one of the things about me. When I do these readings, I always want to focus the card. Which drives me nuts. I would just, oh my God. I just said to myself, here's 5 more tarot cards out of this deck, I said to myself, oh my God, if I see the world in this deck too, I'm going to shit my pants. There wasn't. Okay, so we're good. I don't need to change. Okay. So there's something going to, a plan that you have laid is going to take an unexpected course. So I pulled 2 animal oracles here. And you got the horse and the eagle. The horse, I get like a very passionate, like king or queen of wands or even knight of wands. Just like a very fast moving energy. I get like a sexual vibe off of this just because of the term stallion. You know, like passionate. Forward movement. And it's interesting that this was talking about unexpected things, and right on the front of the horse there is a moon. So the eagle, it's both of these cards are giving me a vibe like I didn't mean to go, you know, into like necessarily just a love reading, but it's like somebody has their eyes on you. Like, look at the way this horse is looking at you, like. And then the eagle, of course, there's eagle eye and predator. Like, eagles are predators. So it's kind of like you're a tasty snack. This eagle, this horse is like, hey, what's up? Sorry, I gotta turn my fan on. I just looked at my witch's calendar. Is that what it's called? Witch's. I forget the name. 1 second. Witch's almanac calendar. Apparently, we are to practice our astral work tonight. Astral work. Astral plane. Traveling and shit. So, I don't know where to begin on that. Let's see. Focus. Okay, there. Okay. So, oh my god, the cough. It's driving me nuts. Guys. Okay. So anyway, yeah, like a predator with an eagle eye gonna swoop down and grab you. And it's almost like a shiny trinket, like radiating this light. Like, here's the thing that I just got from this. If an eagle can fucking see from a mile away or whatever, do you think this eagle had any trouble seeing you with all this light blasting out of it? It is like overly abundantly clear this person wants you. It's like you've been, like they put you away for, I'm sorry, I got this. Like you were put away, I don't know, I'm sorry. You were put away for safekeeping and they're coming to collect. I don't know who that resonates for. So we got share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. So there's something that you have to say. What is it that you have to say? So I have 5 tarot cards here I'm going to take a look at. Okay, so I got a very simple message out of these 5 cards. It's saying one very clear thing to me. So the Magician, somebody realized or somebody manifested something, or they want to manifest a new beginning, a passionate new beginning. Also again, stallion, sex vibes there. So for some of you, your person may be like, I'm not going to word it like that. Okay. Anyways, so but what I was first going to say about this is like your person needed to manifest something before they could come forward. Like, it's like they didn't have all the tools they needed to manifest. Like, there was one they needed to go get. Oh, and it might be the Ace of Wands, because there it is on the table. the Ace of Wands. Like they needed to go get this. They needed, I also heard like they needed to that doesn't make sense. You wouldn't grab yourself by the balls if you needed to go do something. Anyway, that's what I got. Take it or leave it. They needed to grab themselves by the balls. So, okay, something more like, you know, pick themselves up by their bootstraps. I don't know. Maybe the first one was a better, that's what it came to me. So, something needed to be healed. Four of Swords. There was rest. There was healing. There was, needing to maybe like decide, between some choices. What do I do? And it's like your person was doing some work, maybe. Maybe that's why they were doing this. They were taking action in order to establish a passionate new beginning. Maybe they were working on their pentacles, and this is now in reverse, as if to say now is the time for them to stop working. Like they've reached a place. But it's like there was this curse, like a cycle that wouldn't end. Like it had to do with someone having to say something in order to break the curse. Somebody had to speak. End a curse. Yeah, there. Just for funsies, I'll read to you what the ritual, the little like incantation is. This candle burns from end to end. All negative vibes I avoid. With this vessel I defend. This curse is smashed and now devoid. So maybe you could use positive affirmations to, is that focused? Focus. Okay, so that's what I have for the situation. Now I'm gonna read to you the like advice cards. Oh my god, guys! Oh my god, I'm done. Here I was saying sexual vibes. Sexual vibes. I haven't looked at all these. I just saw the two world cards before I started the video. Sexuality. Anio. I'm gonna grab the book really quick. Okay, so I just looked through the book, so I didn't have to sit and read a couple pages for you, and take your time. It talks about using sex to connect to God, using sex to connect you and your person and God together, using sex to heal you, to release your fears and shames, and don't repress your sexuality. And it talks about allowing your fantasies to be the healing place and explore your different fantasies. And different things like that. Just like that sex is healing. and opening your heart chakra. It said something about orgasm with your chakras, that heart chakra, but all of them. Yeah, interesting stuff. Sorry, I had to cough again. So that might be part of the curse. Maybe you're having trouble with sexuality with your person, possibly for some of you. Okay, so I have 3 of these Rebel. These are the like PG version, so some of these can be kind of geared towards kids, but I'm using it like a way to get additional messages. It says, watch your mouth, be careful what you put into your body, honor yourself. So that could be a message to watch how you're eating. Keep working on yourself. If you're not okay on the inside, the outside won't matter. You are responsible for your happiness. Check your biases and prejudices. Respect others' cultures, abilities, and ways of living. Not everyone is like you. Then the Rebel deck, the like original one, this one's the spicy deck. It says you need a big fucking hug. And it says squeeze. And then whatever you are thinking about, don't do it. Now is not the fucking time. Stop obsessing. You are not the fucking center of the universe. So the Rebel deck can be like harsh. Then I have this deck here. You win or you learn. So maybe like if it's something's a failure, at least you learned, you didn't really fail. What have been 3 wins and 3 learning points for you this past week? So maybe you can meditate on that after the video. But there must be something here, and that's just also to say everything that this reading is about, everything you've been through, shouldn't be a shame. You shouldn't be ashamed of what happened. It was a lesson. So it's not all about you. That's interesting. You are not the fucking center of the universe. And it's not all about you. Good grief, don't take things personally. And then my not last. Okay, so this one is crush your goals. They all say that. So this one is a little blurb. My father used to say to me, the only limit to your success is your own imagination. I actually believed that. Like, I'm still coming to terms with the fact that I might not be an Olympic figure skater. I'm sure there are barriers. I have just chosen not to acknowledge them. Shonda Rhimes. So, there's that. So, there's a message here of like, don't be ashamed of your failures. Don't be ashamed of the things you thought were failures. They were actually sorry about that. I needed to, that heard something that scared the shit out of me. Like you could, okay, so then I had to cough, so I paused. Here the divine directions. Decide. It's time for you to make a decision. Call upon your spirit guides for help. Okay, here is the moment. Pause the video if you need time to come up with your question for your timing, or this could also apply to this reading. Something may happen in this time frame that would be a synchronicity to what we talked about here. And your time frame is 1 month. Okay, thanks guys for all of you who picked pile 1. That was really fun. I loved doing that reading with you. And I'm going to pause it and come back for pile 3. Or 2. Okay, I'm back. I sat with this ahead of time this time. So, very interesting. Pile number 2. For those of you who chose Danny, little Danny, so somebody feels rejected, stung, having trouble feeling negative or depressed. Beware of indulging in negative or depressive tendencies. The struggle is real. You're going through some tough stuff. You got this. Hello, sea, bye-bye, dumbass bullshit. Hello, sea of tranquility. Rejection hurts like hell. Feel the ache, then pick yourself up and get back out there. You are resilient. So I'm sorry, because I already looked through all this, I kind of grouped everything that was talking about the same stuff. There is the card that I felt like, you know, the sting of the stingray, the barb, and rest and rejuvenation. So like the 4 of Swords, taking, resting, healing. It has to do with something that felt very stuck, and this is crazy because the same thing happened to me in the other pile. There's 2 of the same card. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Coins, both in reverse. So very stuck energy. I pulled some cards from my Wikipedia spell deck, that these kind of just talk about more about what's going on here. And it says banish feelings of loneliness and removing obstacles. So the loneliness, maybe some advice here. I'm going to save that with this card over here. I'm going to give you some of that advice at the end. But, yeah, here we go. So, more on the situation. So, definitely this is a partnership this has to do with. 2 of Cups, somebody that you saw as like your perfect pair, perfect partner, somebody that you would have waited for forever, like waiting for your ship to come in. But it seems like this person was not reciprocating. They were being very like logical and cold, and like they just refused to move towards you. So Knight of Pentacles, the the slowest moving knight in the deck at a screeching halt. Like the whole energy here, both cards, two of these cards, screeching halt, big time. Left you feeling defenseless, hopeless. So now, aside from the situation, that's like what, that's the situation. Spirit, first of all, says gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan, or paying off debts. So you're going to be receiving some financial or just abundance. And then we got this card came out from the Rebel deck. That's money symbols. And it says make it rain. Like Spirit's gonna make it rain on you because of what you went through. Now, that's the good news. So, also a side note here, it's like Spirit is going to, I feel like Spirit's gonna have, like, make use out of the hardship that you went through here, because the cards I've got here say, soul gifts and training, it's time to step up to what you're called to do. And then this card here, that goes with it says, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So that could be what your gift is, and Spirit saying, you know, don't feel like you went through this for no reason. You're being called to uplift humanity and to share, maybe share your story, or use your experiences somehow to help others. So this is interesting. The other animal oracle card is this cheetah, and then the Rebel deck advice is, get the fuck outside, move your ass, your body is pissed at you, and then like move your ass. So then the advice here, we've got more advice. It's okay to ask for help. It's not a sign of weakness. There's so many synchronicities in this. I feel self-conscious, like I have to tell you guys. I promise I did not hand pick a bunch of cards. Like, I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cards. I would not enjoy looking through each deck at like 50 to 78 cards a deck to pick out all of, like, come up with a theme and pick out all these cards. Like, it's just ridiculous. I would not do that. But I mean, I know you probably understand I'm being genuine and know that all these cards came out in synchronistic messages for you, because I'm going to bring back this card from the beginning of the reading. Get support. You can't do it all yourself, and you are still brave and tough. With this card, it's okay to ask for help. It's not a sign of weakness. Then this card, whoever you look up to or put on a pedestal, know that they have fears too. They just learned how to push past it. So I feel like this is a dual message, like a contradictory message, but like both are true. Sorry, focus. So figure shit out on your own, and it didn't say anything on the front, but that kind of fits with this person that rejected you or didn't come towards you may have taught you some things, and you may have put them on a pedestal. So on one aspect, yes, you don't want to put people on a pedestal. Everybody's human, they have fears too. They learned how to push past it. Spirit's saying, you know, learn how to push past things, move, learn how to move. But at the same time, it's okay to ask for help. But I feel like Spirit's saying, you can ask for help, but you got to do some of the work yourself. And so back to these cards here. Rejection hurts like hell. Feel the ache. Then pick yourself back up and get back out there. You are resilient. Like, again, move. The struggle is real. You're going through some tough shit. You got this. So Spirit just wants you to know that. You're strong. And what's crazy is we got that card, you're strong. And then the angel card that came out for you is courage. Reminding you again, beware of indulging in negative or depressive tendencies. So you have a choice if you want to dwell in those negative energies. So banish feelings of loneliness. I saved these aside because I wanted to go over the incantation. Could be sort of like a self-talk or a what do you call that? Affirmation. It says, in my solitude I will be strong. The days are swift and the nights are not long. That's that right there. And then the removing obstacles. This is an Ostara specific, but we don't need to think of Ostara. This Ostara, I cleanse my space, removing blocks from every place. Peace in my heart and calmness of mind. As an easy path ahead I'll find. So maybe pause the video. Let me focus on this. That was pretty long. Maybe you could write this down. Oh jeez. Come on, help me out here. You can do it. You can do it. Closer. There we go. This Ostara, you don't have to say Ostara. I cleanse my space, removing blocks from every place. Peace in my heart and calmness of mind. An easy path ahead I'll find. So write that down. Use it like a positive affirmation. And then let me just, make today meaningful. Find at least an hour today to do something that's really meaningful and brings you happiness. It can be anything from calling a loved one to spending time on your hobby to learning something new. So again, like synchronicity after synchronicity, like cards talking about sadness and happiness and how to deal with that, how to help inspire happiness. And then with the angel blessings card, again, this was courage. Servio is the angel there, courage. I'm just gonna read that real quick. I'm gonna pause this. This is crazy, guys. So the card we had, remove obstacles, and then this, let me read this out of this courage. Courage. When crisis results when you're unwilling to change toward the natural flow of growth. When change is obstructed by old patterns based on false conclusions, and you do not have the inner strength to let go of them voluntarily, crisis comes to your aid. The intensity of a crisis is directly proportionate to your obstruction. Resisting the change that is trying to take place increases your suffering. Expand your awareness to the smallest events in your life, seeking their deepest meaning. You will be amazed at how much you have ignored in the past. What don't you want to see? What are you not willing to change? If you face issues when they are small, and take the necessary action, crisis will not be necessary. Okay, I coughed and I also am skipping ahead a little bit. Surrender. When you are resisting change, you are saying no to the flow of life. Say yes, let go, and make room for the magic to begin. Transformation is designed to expose choices and behaviors that are not really you. Ask Serviel to give you the courage to walk away from what is not you and find what is you. See your life through eyes of love and forgiveness as you evaluate the choices you have made. Simply choose to change and find the life that is based on truth and love without guilt or shame. Look deeply inward, where all answers are just waiting to be heard. Surrender the belief that you are a separate being alone in the darkness. In truth, you are united with God in wisdom and light. Allow yourself to feel loved and cared for as you listen for the inner voice of wisdom guiding your decisions. Feel Serviel's presence as you open to receive his blessing of courage and strength. Choose the path that brings you more love, peace, unity, and life. Okay. So that's what I have for you, pile 2. I hope this helped. Whoopsie. That's pretty heavy. That sounds like I can relate at times to feeling these ways, and I really hope and send you best wishes that you stay strong and get through this, and that spirit guides you. Good luck, love and light, blessed be. Love you guys. Okay, that's it. That's all I got for you. Okay, bye.